for the Ogre Magi with a shit ton of armor and Legion Commander, who is insanely powerful early game as well. Go for a cheeky rune play here. Meanwhile, Kaipi, they pick up the Urza, the one other hero like Sven who is impossible to handle in close combat and whose only weakness is it to be kited around. And we're gonna see Sing Sing play the Viper and Sexy Bamboo on the Oracle so far. So two of the players from Team Kaipi who got a lot of fans out there will be playing heroes that they're really well acquainted with, and I'm so curious to how this game is going to be. I just hope it will be a long one.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
We're gonna have that signature pause before the beginning of the game, but I'll go ahead and introduce all teams. Quite a lot of well-known players here. Over on Kaipi, we got Sexy Bamboo playing the Oracle, then we get Sing Sing playing the Viper, something he played quite a bit on the stream. We'll have Fluff play the Earth Spirit, BO1 on the Urza, and last but not least, 33 on the Bat Rider. Meanwhile, over on Empire, we get Aloha Dance playing the Lifestealer. We'll have Ghostic playing the Legion Commander with awesome loadout. This is like that one Imba Legion Commander loadout. So freaking... I don't even... This freaking loadout, guys. But yeah, then we get King R on the Ogre Magi, G on the Outworld Devourer, and last but not least, on the support Mirana, we'll have Liposhka. Support Mirana is something I really don't get to see a lot, so I'm curious to how it will work. It's great to gank the middle lane with like arrows, of course. You can have Earthspirit come with you as well. And a Legion Commander teleporting out early to put down an aggressive ward. That's pretty unusual. Usually you'd let a support take care of that, but whatever works for them, I guess. Meanwhile, Miposhka still has one ward. We'll just place it aggressively on the middle lane. And alright, it looks like neither team is going to go for any cheeky early game plays. Both teams are just gonna pick up their one bounty rune and then head into the laning stage, and I think this laning stage might just involve a shit ton of fighting, considering the Earth Spirit picked up with his Rolling Boulder, and of course he's going for that bully build. Picking up a Wind Lance as well as an Orb of Venom means we're in for an interesting ride. Viper, he's a lane bully even though he's a really boring hero and a lot of people hate him. I mean, I guess he could use a bit more complexity in terms of like abilities, but and we even get a Platinum Road Courier. Alright, Sing Sing immediately in a lot of trouble. 5 people going in there. That was basically that entire combo I was talking about earlier. With Mirana arrows, Ogre Magi stuns. Earthspirit, of course, he tried to roll in there and bully OD down, but didn't quite work. Nothing he could do there. Meanwhile, the top lane, Ghostic already chased by BO1 and Oracle here. Sexy Bamboo. And now Legion Commander going down as well. Now the Ogre Magi is being chased by Urza and Earth Spirit. They should be able to get a kill here, especially with the rolling. Yeah, there we go. Or the freaking Cubs. Fuzzy Wuzzy swatting him down. And now Mirana seems to be looking for a ganking opportunity as well. Per ultra long range arrow, not quite connecting. It would have connected. Also, my apologies for damn overlay. For some reason I never get that switching override.
Illusion.
Now it looks like Earthspirit is coming in again to the middle lane. These supports really just want to pick up some momentum early on, but that's not quite that easy. OD and Viper both playing the lane pretty careful.
The prize is mine.
Staying away from each other, only harassing each other when they know that they cannot find any last hits, and I guess that means the support Mirana and Earthspirit are forced to roam if they want to pick up the momentum they so desperately need early on. Meanwhile, the offlane Legion Commander, really curious to how well that will work out. I'm sorry guys, I just got from school, still gotta switch over to English. Alright, there we go. Earthspirit trying to gank at the same time as the Mirana though. So OD will be going down considering Mirana's arrow not hitting. If the arrow would have hit, it would have been so much more interesting, since then I guess the worst case scenario would have been a 1-for-1 trade. Arrow, however, not quite connecting. And it seems like the offlane Legion Commander so far has been doing a great job at shutting down this Urza, since he is pretty far behind on the Lifestealer, who's basically free farming, not being contested by Batright at all. And once again, we're gonna see a fight on the middle lane. This time around with both Mirana and Ogre Magi there. However, Earthspirit still in position to protect his Viper, and both teams are kind of trying to do the same thing with their draft. Get a support to gank the mid lane, get your mid lane fed that way, and there is no stun for the cancel TP. Well, there is a stun, there just wasn't any mana for it. So here the game of both teams desperately trying to get momentum continues. It looks like Earthspirit, he wasn't even trying to deny himself, he just got really unlucky with a bash and now might be forced to deny himself. That's so sad actually.
The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak.
Mirana actually just pinged out that ward over above the road pit. And now we're gonna have Fluff with a smoke come in, get a smoke revealed by the high ground Mirana. They have no vision on the Mirana, so somebody might get caught out by an arrow here. Alright, never mind, looks like the lane situation is gonna quiet down a bit. And once again, Earthspirit now going towards the mid lane, trying to set up a gank. Meanwhile, Miposhka coming to help out top lane.
Dire's bottom tower is under
And this
attack.
Lifestealer, he has such an insane amount of farm this early. He even outfarmed a jungle Batrider. One of the most efficient junglers to run in terms of like sheer gold and lasted gain. Alright, now G being gone on. However, this Outlaw Devourer is not gonna go down. Instead, the Earthspirit might. He will. Ogre Magi just barely getting the kill there. BO1 will squat him down for that though. Easily getting a revenge kill. And now Legion Commander almost got the kill on the Urza. That's the one disadvantage of the one disadvantage of Legion Commander. You cannot fight in places the jungle if the enemy is not nearby to any jungle camp. However, now a lower dance trying to chase down Bone 7 here. Bone 7 should be able to get away just fine. Arrow just barely missing, and with that Bone 7 will return to the safety of his tower. And with that, the long game of both teams desperately looking for kills will continue. I mean, if you take a look at the gold graph early on, Kaipi has pretty big advantage here. And that primarily because they're just so far ahead in kills. I mean, Empire got a really well farmed lifesteal, but chasing Bone 7 there all the way and then not getting a kill kind of interrupted his momentum gain. And now he's a bit behind on the Bat Rider. Urza is now coming into the lane to make Lifestealer's life even more miserable. This poor guy just needs net worth ever so desperately. And Urza and Lifestealer trying to use their unfair trading advantages against each other. Urza should be winning that trade long term, but Aloha Dan so far doing really well in terms of like getting away and close to the Urza when he needs to. Always staying a safe distance, just in case the Fury swipes get out of control. The Poshka now being gone by the Bat Rider, omitting the pounce or the leap pretty early. And will try to roll out of there, will not succeed. Earth Spirit didn't even have to stun. Bat Rider just did too much damage in too short of a time. So Empire, they're now even further behind. And that, I mean, with such a greedy draft, you really do not want to lose the early game, because pretty sure KP knows they cannot afford to let this go late game against Legion Commander, Mirana, OD, and Lifestealer. All of them transition so well into the late game and super late game, so if Kaipi are smart, they'll try to snowball off this advantage they're getting right now. They just gotta keep getting net worth in their favor, maybe get a couple of kills, and then as soon as the respawns start to get longer, already start forcing towers and start pushing wherever you can. Meanwhile, Urza, he went for that early Morbid Mask. So he might just go for a really early Roche. And there we go, first duel of the game onto the Urza, immediately granting Legion quite a bit of bonus damage. And that was really beautiful. Urza not a hero which is easy to gank, and thanks to the Legion didn't have a fighting chance, didn't get a chance to proc his ultimate. So I'm guessing Empire, they haven't given up hope yet, just because their draft is not working out perfectly. They still got, alright, arrow timing slightly off, means Fluff will live here. Meanwhile, Ogre Magi will die to the Bat Rider once again. This Bat Rider, 33, doing a great job. Got a Blink Dagger at like 10 minutes in the game. Got 1 kill and 1 assist going on for himself. And so far it seems like the one hope for Empire to like their line of time seems to be a lower than on his Lifestealer. Everybody else already a bit too late on their items to reach that core power curve timing where they get 100% of their item value back in terms of like damage and being able to bully away the enemy team. So Aloha Dance, this guy seems to be the best bet of Empire right now. Legion Commander might be going for that early Blink Dagger here, which would enable her to follow up even more arrows, maybe even disable Oracle ultimate in team fights. Like, even if you give Oracle the bonus damage by dueling really early in team fight, don't think it would be that big of a deal. Meanwhile, Urza on the bottom lane, got killed off by Lifesteal and
Dire's
Mirana.
top tower is under attack.
So Empire, they're now playing more as a collective,
Radiant's
coordinating
middle
their
tower is
game
under
way
attack.
better, and it seems to be paying off as well. In the beginning, Empire kind of seemed desperate to get kills on the middle lane the first 5 or 10 minutes or so. But right since that one gank on the top lane, Mirana's efforts are always, well, even if they're not on point, the follow-up is ready, and even if they fail, you kind of got a backup plan.
Has been denied.
But I feel they just need to keep doing. And there we go, the best bomb on an Invis Legion commander. Mirana ult was completed, but still, that was one beautiful infest bomb with the duel as well. So Ghost Tick already got 20 duel damage, and that's a thing you hardly ever see in pro scene. A Legion commander with lots of duel damage. So Empire, they're now far more comfortable position. Legion got a blink dagger as well. Mirana not quite having any big items, but she'll not depend on her Agnes timing, I'm guessing. Playing more of support. OD going for the drums as well, which kind of mitigates the big weakness of Empire's draft, the fact that they are all late gamers, that they cannot really fight an early game. So they're just buying early to mid game items to keep themselves in the game for the time being, and then when they get that moment where the enemy starts to fall off, then I feel like Empire is going to try and finish. Meanwhile, Roche seems to be scouted out. Yeah, here we go.
Dire's top
Urza
tower
should
is
be
under
able to get a pretty swift and clean road here. However, the scan instantly coming out from Empire. That was such a good call. They had vision there, and Kaipi did their best to actually make a couple of fake movements around this area. That scan was on point. With that, Viper is gonna go down. 0-7, just walking out the Roche pit, past these three people, just being like, hey there guys. Now Sexy Bambo going down as well. Legion Commander saving out on Vara's life. Bone 7 hitting the floor. Oracle Ultimate just keeping him alive temporarily. Legion Commander now went down to the Bad Rider, but Bad Rider immediately goes down to the life steal. That's a team wipe and a triple kill to the life steal. And that was such a late game team. Empire immediately getting a huge edge. I mean, in terms of gold gain, this is not that huge of an amount. The support price is still an insanely good trade, especially if you get Roche out of it. But in most games it wouldn't be that significant bet. But Empire, they're just waiting to go late. And if they get more of an advantage, they can afford to play even safer, take the game even later without being afraid of giving the enemy too much space, and so far that seems to be working out for them really well. They're gonna go for an early middle tower push as well, just to amplify their amazing gold net worth. And just look at that, they're already at 5k. Gonna be even more now.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And Empire, they're not even stopping this aggression. They're itemized right now around timing, and Legion Commander barely missing her perfect engage timing, still gets her dual damage. That's 30 dual damage. GG is being called! Holy shit! I have no idea how the game ended that quickly. I guess I'm just guessing Kaipi didn't have a lot of motivation there, since they definitely could have